Hello friends, hope you all doing well. So today here in this video we'll discuss about the development of tongue. Development of tongue. So the anterior two-third of the tongue is formed by the anterior two-third. So let's draw a picture of a tongue. This is the tongue. It divides the tongue into two parts. So this is lingual swelling from this part. Anterior two-third is formed by the anterior two-third of the tongue is formed by the tuberculum tuberculum and the lingual tuberculum and the two lingual swelling. So these are the lingual swelling and the tuberculum impaired. Tuberculum and the so these are lingual swelling. The lingual swelling. Lingual swelling and tuberculum impaired. This is tuberculum impaired. This is tuberculum impaired. So the anterior two-third of the tongue is formed by the lingual swelling, lingual two lingual swelling and tuberculum impaired. Tuberculum impaired. So from the first branchial arch, therefore it is supplied from the first branchial arch, therefore it's supplied by the this area is supplied by the lingual nerve. This area is supplied by the lingual nerve, which is a branch of the mandibular nerve and quarter tympani. So posterior one third is from the posterior one third. The posterior one third, and the posterior one third is formed by the cranial half, of hypobronchial eminence. Cranial half. This is formed by the cranial half of the hypobronchial eminence. Cranial half of hypobronchial eminence. Cranial half of the hypobronchial eminence. This is cranial part, and this is caudal part. This is caudal part. So, and the of the tongue, saying this is tongue. This is first arc. This area is first arc. This is third arc and fourth arc. This third and this is fourth arc. So the posterior one third is formed from the by the cranial half of the hypobronchial eminence, and the posterior most part. And the posterior most part of the tongue, the posterior most part of the tongue is posterior most, and the posterior most part of the tongue is derived from the fourth arc, yet from the fourth arc. And the posterior one head of the, this is the first arc, second arc, third arc, fourth arc is the posterior most part is formed by the fourth arc, and this is therefore supplied by the, this is therefore fourth arc, so therefore it's supplied by the vagus nerve. Therefore it's supplied by the vagus nerve. And the musculature of this tongue, and the musculature of the tongue is derived from the occipital myotomus. The musculature of the tongue the musculature of tongue is derived from the occipital myotomus. Occipital myotomus, therefore it's supplied by the hypoglossal nerve. It's supplied by the hypoglossal nerve. So it's supplied by the hypoglossal nerve, and the connective tissue develops from the local mesenchyme, and the connective tissue are developed from the local mesenchyme. The connective tissue are developed from the local mesenchyme. So this was about the development of the tongue. So the 2/3 of the tongue is formed by the so the 2/3 of the tongue is formed by the fusion of tuberculum impaired and two lingual swelling, and the posterior 1/3 is formed from the cranial half of the hypobronchial eminence, and the posterior most part of the tongue is derived from the fourth arc, and the musculature of the tongue is derived from the occipital myotomus, which is supplied by the hypoglossal nerve, and the connective tissue are developed from the local mesenchyme. So this was the brief description about the development of the tongue. So there has many development difficulties on the tongue, but we will not discuss about them, because that is not the topic. Here is the topic of development of tongue. So hope you like this video and please subscribe this channel.